If you've watched any of my dog training videos, you know just how important good flying birds are to dog training. And my favorite bird of choice are pigeons, either homing or roller pigeons. And in this short video, I show the essential components of a pigeon coop. And please watch to the end where I show the most popular small coop for dog trainers. And I show the new 40 square foot pigeon coop that I just built.
Protection from the elements. I'm not sure how far north you have to be before special cold weather considerations are necessary, but even with the cold temps we occasionally experience, lots of ventilation is healthier for the birds as it will reduce the concentration of airborne pathogens and prevent the ammonia buildup from the droppings, which can cause respiratory issues. Just be sure there's a sheltered corner where your birds can go to avoid the rain or snow. Note that some of these coops are really just outbuildings that have been converted into a coop, so that might be a consideration for you too.
Perches and nest boxes. While in the coop, the birds need a place to roost, and if you want them to procreate, you'll need nest boxes. Perches can be bought, or they can be made from 2x4s that are typically about 6 inches long. Nest boxes, they're usually around 12 inches cubed. A floor, either solid or wire mesh. The pigeon racer that I buy birds from suggested that I buy a high-quality wire mesh floor with 1/2 inch by 1 inch gaps and to put the side with the 1/2 inch gap on top for the birds to walk on. For those who prefer a solid floor, many will also use some type of replaceable covering like straw, sand, wood chips, or ground corn cobs, which absorb moisture and are easy to clean. Access to and from the coop. Most people use a small access door fitted with one-way rods that are called bobs that allow pigeons to come into the coop, but your birds can't leave again unless the bobs are rotated away from the opening, which is what you would do if you wanted to let all of your birds out for exercise. The access door needs a landing platform in front of it, and the platform either needs to be hinged to act as a door to keep out predators, or you should install a separate door and keep it shut unless you have your birds that are out and will return soon, because predators like raccoons, possums, hawks, cats, and even owls have been known to enter through the bobs. Feeders and waterers. You can either purchase these or you can buy components that will convert ordinary buckets and cans into higher volume feeders and waterers. Pigeons will roost on almost anything, which will lead to them soiling whatever's located below, so the best commercially available waterers have sloped and slick covers to deter pigeons from roosting on them. Aviary. Look at some of these coops again for the aviary. That's the external cage that the birds can access to get direct sunlight if they want it. It provides them with fresh air and sunlight, which, just like humans, is needed for the vitamin D that they require for strong bones, and they need it for their feather development. Here's my new coop. It's 8 feet long, 5 feet wide, and 7 feet high in the back, sloping to 6.5 feet in the front. For the side with the door, I used a dog kennel panel, but I did add 1/2 inch hardware cloth to keep rodents out. While not shown here, I have since added a gate latch to keep larger predators like raccoons and possums from trying to open the door. For the 20 to 30 birds that I'll be keeping, I want plenty of places for the birds to roost. So here's a 2x4 rail located under the nest boxes. Here are 2 perches to the left of the nest boxes, 10 nest boxes from an old chicken coop that I once had, 2 more perches to the right of the nest boxes, and another 2x4 rail that runs the width of the coop. Here are 2 small aviaries that I have with the bobs located between them. Notice that I have an area for the birds to walk on as they enter the coop. Here's my waterer. They're spring-loaded, which keeps them refilled as birds drink from them, and I bought them on Amazon and then attached them to a 7-gallon container located outside of the coop. Here are my feeders, which were also made from an Amazon purchase, and they're normally sold with the whole saw bit, and I've attached it to a 10-gallon trash can located also outside of my coop. Most pigeon fanciers feed daily. I do not. And they also feed a variety of seeds, but I found that the pigeons are very finicky and will normally throw the undesirable seeds on the ground so that they can get to the ones that they want, and that results in a lot of waste. I eliminate all of that by feeding a uniform feed of layer pellets made for chickens. There's no waste, and since the pellets have been processed from ground seeds, my pigeons don't need grit. If you're only training one dog, then this might be the Coop for you. It's a simple one made from the detailed plans that are available from Lion Country Supply. It's primarily just plywood and 2x4s, but as noted earlier in this video, you'll need pigeon bobs and an aviary, which are also sold by Lion Country. The Coop takes up very little space, yet can easily house 6 to 8 birds comfortably. In this photo, you can see how the owner has placed a waterer on top of the feeder, but you might want to make both external like I did. So this video is the other half of the basis of much of my dog training, which includes good flying birds and electronic launchers. So this is the good flying birds portion. With a good pigeon coop, you can keep homers or rollers, and those birds, in conjunction with electronic launchers, will enable you to convince dogs that the birds can't be caught. And if you just do that, if you convince your dog that birds can't be caught, you're well on your way to having a bird dog. Thanks for watching, and good luck.